Hey, first and foremost, shout out to the followers, subscribers, and the replay listeners, viewers. Don't worry, we're going to figure out what the visual of this thing. I just got a notification. So, first thing I need to do is to check and see what we're working with as far as audio. This is a work in progress. And so I am trying to figure out what device, what technologies I need to come to y'all in this setting of. Okay, cool. We sound good. All right. In a live environment, I am going to chit chat while I work. I'm also going to drop this. I'm going to hit the share button. I'm going to drop this on a couple places. I'm Yolanda, formerly Dryer Buzz, still kind of Dryer Buzz, trying to figure out what Dryer Buzz should be in this iteration of this phase of life. We're also Shop Dryer Buzz, where you guys are loving our handmade bath and shower soap scrubs and body butters and a couple other products that we're offering. A couple of things. So when I come on here, I am coming from a couple of environments. One is I participate in I actually host a clubhouse in the morning. But on Mondays, I attend one where a group of followers of Shay Cannon are trying to make sense of being a CEO. And so there she is. Hey there, Princessa. So you are here with me without me again. I'm here. Thank you for being an active listener. And I'm going to share this out in a couple places. So I'm going to chit chat while I work, and I'm going to tell you guys what it is I do to turn followers into customers. I haven't really figured out what this podcast is going to be, but do know that the goal that I'm looking for is to turn followers into customers. And it's been about maybe, I've been doing that for 3 decades. Two of those decades was as Dryer Buzz, but I was not turning people into my own customer. I had an online destination that was hyper local in one aspect, but of course, people from around the world were coming to such a locale, which was Atlanta, and they would work in collaboration or conjunction with what I did, or support or fund what I did, and therefore they were able to extract customers from the audience. Right, my goal was to um, put out content. It was before all of this where we are now as influencers and all that kind of stuff. So, and I'm going to say, listen now, live, listen live. I'm trying to share this out. So, again, work in progress. You're going to hear me typing, clicking. You're going to hear me sharing and just doing a lot of stuff. So, what I am doing is I want to do this on my, it said, don't. What is your real name on your thing? You need to go get a username. Okay. She said, don't say my real name. But that's what I see if that's your real name. So anyway, you're gonna hear me clicking, you're gonna hear me writing, you're gonna hear me typing, you're gonna hear me printing, you're gonna hear me doing all this stuff. Because basically what I'm talking you through is what I do each and every morning as I open for business. I am literally coming out here and opening for business. I manage a website called shopdrybus.com. We have product there. I conduct a live audience when I go into my soap room. And I won't go there. I'm going to try not to let this be so long-winded as I am, and have you just follow me throughout, whatever you need, whatever I'm doing. Let me go back over here to where's the YouTube channel? Okay, let me also share this. I'm gonna put it on. I'm one of those people, I don't know what to do on LinkedIn. And when I see it as a share option, I will try and share. But I try not to share on LinkedIn. In fact, I try not to share on LinkedIn things that I do in other places, and particularly as this is a work in progress, and I have not yet fully branded this broadcast with who is it? I'm using StreamYard, and I've used every iteration of live streaming over the years, and I have not decided to brand this because my goal with this particular one, even though I'm sharing it in other places, is I am running this or live, not organically but live through StreamYard right to YouTube. YouTube is my primary audience right here because YouTube is saying, look, You've had this amazing channel all these years. Where did you go? What's going on? Why aren't you posting? Why aren't you? In fact, we're going to do this. We're going to kick you out of the monetization meeting. All these great videos, all this evergreen content you got over here. You're not going to see no more YouTube checks so once you come on back over here and get these views up. And I'm like, but I'm not even the one that's in charge of the views. I'm not the one that's in charge of the views. Okay, I will. I'm not the one that's in charge of the views. They are the one that distribute, and this is something we need to be mindful of as we are out here and using these platforms is okay. Girlfriend, stop playing. We're not in control. It's like YouTube. I'm not the one. I don't control the views. I got the same subscribers. I'm doing somewhat of the same content. Why aren't you allowing people to see it? And that goes for all the different platforms. Am I not one of your favorites anymore? I'm enough for you to send me an email and say what's up, because I know you if you're not sending me a check, then you're not making money off of me. And so therefore they like you got to get busy, and I'm not, I'm like, I got some good stuff out there and I want my money. So anyway, I was going to do a podcast and I said, you know what? Let me just talk a little bit on YouTube. I still am wearing a lot of hats. I got a lot of irons in the fire. I'm dipping in a lot of pots and all that kind of stuff. And the only way I know to talk about all of that is in this forum. And I always want to have a place where I can shout people out because people are doing some amazing things. Like this weekend, we had our all class reunion at my high school, Archer High School here in Atlanta. And it was so amazing to see. It was all classes. So every class, like, except for mine, that showed up and had a ball. We had an amazing time. It's so great to see faces. One, because we oftentimes, far too often, think that we're out here and we're going through this thing alone. If you are one of those people, you don't like going to your reunions and all that kind of stuff. Listen, these are the people that you were born with. These are the people that you were educated with. These are people that you came through your neighborhoods with. And not everybody wants to, remember where they're from and all that kind of stuff. But to see other people surviving, because we're all out here just surviving this thing right now. And some are thriving, right? And some have lost their way and some have found their way. And, and you're like, hell, it was so fun and it was so exciting. And I made a pact with myself a long time ago that in many of the opportunities, if I can't go, I can't go. But I would never let anything stop me from going, such as some of the mindsets that some of us have, some of the fears some of us have. Now, I know that people operate too much in fear because of, again, what I've done in interviewing people for 20 years. I can pretty much size people up like real quick because there aren't but so many different types of personality. We're all unique in our own way, but we fall into so many boxes and categories, and all that kind of stuff. And the thing of it is just simply this. We're human. We make mistakes. But more than being humans and making mistakes, we have more days that we don't make mistakes. Like in this work in progress, while we are work in progress, there are so many days in between when we F up. There's so many days in between we disappoint people. There's so many days in between we do something wrong. There's so many days. And we don't know how to dwell on those days more than these other days. And I find for me, I do better with me when I do these podcasts and get to say all of this stuff out loud because there's so much in our world that wants to suppress so much in us. There's so much, life is so much about don't do this and don't say that and don't let people know this and be private about that. I'm just not that person. And I hope that Barry wanted them pause the thing. I'm just not that person. I need to talk. I need to express. And that's why some of us become writers, podcasters. Some of us get on social media and let people say overshare. It's like, I'm not about holding all that stuff in. I got nowhere else to put nothing. I can't compartmentalize nothing else. It's a full house up in here. And I need an outlet for which to let it out. And the only way to learn, the only way to get advice, the only way to get help, the only way to get better, the only way to really get through a thing is to talk it out. And even if you don't ever have any feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, hey, that's what go get a channel somewhere, and people are gonna drive up. So I'm coming out here. So I woke up this morning and I didn't really have to deal with anything because I stayed up the other night. Like, I'm not going to bed till I solve this problem. I'm not going to bed until whatever just happened with us. Let's figure this out. We're not going to bed until I get this website straight and I get all this stuff posted. I'm not going. Last night I just said I needed to make some soap last night, and I was like, no, I need to go to bed. I've been out all day, Saturday, all day Sunday, because I'm now doing a Sunday pop up, and I came back home. I had soap to cut, and I really love making soap at night so that I wake up and I have this beautiful soap to wake up to and then go on into the day. Well, now my template week says that, well, I've got something on Sunday, I've got something on Monday. Yeah, so I got something on Sunday. I got pop up on Sunday. I'm gonna be specific, and I got to pop up on Tuesday. I need to rest on Monday, let alone be prepared for everything. And then I have a pop up on tomorrow, which means today I need to be printing out labels. I got to go and do inventory. I got to find out. I need to print while I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I said work in progress. I need to print the orders that came in this weekend so that I can pull those soaps that will get shipped out on Wednesday, so that I don't end up taking those things to the market. And I need to go get some more ink. I need to order some ink because ain't no such thing as go get ink, because if I try to go to the store, I'm gonna get mad because they don't have the one. They can't keep the one that I have because everybody's now work from home and people out here buying ink like we never had to print before. So I need ink. And ink is still the big money maker around town. So I need to get some ink, but I need to print some packing slips so that I can get those orders out. And I'm excited because I launched our soap of the month. We in August. August is literally the only month during the year. Not the only month, because we have, what is it? February? We have March. I think March, but March can be iffy because sometimes Easter will fall at the end of March or early April. Let me think. May. There's something in May. In June. It's just real busy. So August is a good straight 31 days. If you ever wanted to challenge yourself, like I'm challenging myself to do work in progress, for some kind of frequency. I don't know yet, but I'm challenging myself. And so August was I chose August to really get the website running. I'm trying to get it. I'm going to try and connect it back to TikTok because I'm having some traffic issues there. Um, and so I said, well, let me go ahead and this is the time to work behind the scenes and try to beta test some things, really work on the language that I want to put out there. One question I asked in the CEO since morning meeting was, and I got a great answer for it, in that I need to talk now. I need to start segmenting my customer base. I've got, I'm at order number, it says 2152. So my next order will be 2153. I put out there the beta test of, what was it? The soap of the month and the auto ship. We did soap of the month. We did auto ship. We also did a quarterly box. And we're also launching, it's getting ready to be fundraiser season. We're putting out there the opportunity to use us as a fundraiser, and also reselling and wholesaling. So all of those things, we started working on that during August, work in progress, started working on that. And what I was concerned about is cross messaging, in that there aren't but so many channels of communication and you want to use your following. So my question this morning was, how do I begin to segment this thing? And I got some great answers. This is why you need to this is why networking is so important, because you need to go in and figure out who it is you need to talk to get these things done. And so I got some great advice from my pod, tribe, whatever you want to call it, networking group, my network. I got some great advice from my network as to where to slip in where not slip in, but where to place the messaging that will lead to these other things that I want to try. I want to let my customer base know that there is an opportunity, as passionate as they are about the product, that hey, you always order X amount. Did you know that you could have become your own customer? And the thing about it is, I don't have to reinvent this wheel. This is what the direction I'm moving in is the most successful wheel out there turning, right? Meaning getting subscribers, creating a subscription of sorts, right? That's the most successful wheel there is. If you think in terms of gym memberships, millions of people pay for a gym membership every month and never go, right? Subscription boxes. Millions of people subscribe to subscription boxes. They love that experience of opening it up and getting the surprise of a thing and so forth, or the expectation of a thing, because we're not doing it as a surprise. It's well, you do kind of, you don't know which bar you're getting, but we did one where it's either going to be one full bar or two of the it's more like going to be two of the new bars that we're doing. And so, and then I have one of the things as a work in progress, we listed. I decided to list it so rather than because one of the things I realized is people on average bought 3 bars. And so I said, well, I'm gonna list 3 bars and let them get that at a discount, right? So now I have more, and this is again increasing the average order. The average order is this. So why don't I'm not increasing the average order, because what I did, I met that. It's like, oh, this is what the average order is. So why don't we make it hassle free for them to get right to that point, right? So we did that, and then I said, you know what? Let's try it. If that's the medium, because we already know people need 3 options, and guess what? They'll do. They'll more than likely choose the one in the middle. So let's have a low, let's have a high, let's have the one in the middle. And so from the one in the middle, I then created a higher one. So we had the single. We now have the 3-pack, but then we also have something called a vendor pack. And one of the reasons I did a vendor pack is I want to put it in the mindset of the person who does order on average with 9 bars. Like, you could be making money off of that, as opposed to, as along with what you spend. You could be getting your own. Order the 9 bars. Here, keep your 3, sell 6 of them, right? And make your money back. Because I talk about that a lot. And so we did that. And then there's the next level of that. For those in order to segment that customer, which is what I learned this morning. This is why you have to get out here and network. So I learned this morning, if I have that opportunity out there for them to buy that particular pack, segment those people who do buy that, and then take them into a further conversation because they just may be interested in the reseller program. And so now I actually have some emails that were scheduled to go this morning and look like they have gone. Now I need to go in my email template and to put those things in there, so that those opportunities are mentioned, and always um, dropping that. And so, because that's the direction I want to go. That's the outcome I want at the end of the day. This all being a work in progress. And I don't see, I've seen people who do this. I've seen soap makers do wholesale, and they have a couple of different locations for that. And so, yeah, naturally we want to do that, but at the same time, there is a couple of segments that I haven't seen them do. And like, so one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open up my Canva. Who doesn't use Canva? That's neither a plug nor a shameless plug, but can't go without it. And I'm gonna go to a part of Canva that probably a lot of people don't go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna create a brochure, because one thing on my agenda today is on this fundraiser. As school comes back, and I think, when do they do? They start doing these fundraisers around, because they start selling that holiday paper and popcorn and all those kinds of things. And I do have the wherewithal and the knowledge and the network, good old tech friends out there, one of which is listening. Um, Tech friends that we could probably do something similar to the popcorn store. Uh, we're simply an affiliate program. So I'm gonna start a brochure. Actually, what did I've been seeing these TikToks where people are saying how to do guys like they're all these little infographic thing. I may just do one of these infographics instead of a whole brochure. May do one of these because right here in front of me, as I'm talking to you guys, Canva, as I open Canva, and I didn't think did I type in brochure. I don't know what I just hit this more button, and these infographics, and they're kind of like a third of a brochure, right? Which means I can get three on page, front and back. So, and they are, I don't know what size this is, but all the information is right there, and you've got your images, and there's one here really sticking out. But I'm gonna, and you always kind of want to go with the first one, and you want to go with the one that doesn't appeal to yourself because it appeals to others. You want someone to appeal to others. And I bet you that one's on the pro version. Yeah, because the rest of these they don't appeal to me as this first. Now it done opened up. Now I got to go back. Dang. Okay, here it is. This one, for some reason, appeals to me greatly. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and I'm going to work in progress. I'm going to work from this template. But what I do love about this, I can always change up the template and move the text. So I'm going to just browse template. This one is blue and gold. And that kind of stands out. Doesn't really match. And as a matter of fact, I don't really have a color scheme right now because after doing a site audit, my color scheme kind of gave pause. So I needed to switch up my color scheme. And I love blue. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just kind of browsing some of these things, but this one, it has the proper lines, it has that flow. Um, it has a flow. So I'm just browsing through a couple others. It has boxes and flow and so forth. And the rest of these, they're doing a thing, but then they're not. So, and I think this would be, yeah, okay, stop. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the one that first caught my eye. It says habits to make you happy. It's an infographic page. And I wonder what size this is. If I hit resize, will it tell me? Okay, it is a width of 800 and a height of 2000. That's pixels and so forth. So we know that having the pro Canva, I can always resize this. I'm gonna make a copy and see what it looks like on a resize. So I'm gonna make a copy of this one, and then I'm going to try and see what this looks like if I was to resize it to. Um, it's got banner. Okay, here we go. We got presentation size, poster. Oh, poster, 18 by 24 inches. Facebook cover, Instagram post, logo, animated, your story, photo collage. Got your A4 doc, got business card, got brochure. If I resize it to a brochure, let's see, copy and resize, just resize. I don't want to copy. And then that gives me, oh, okay, perfect. So if I wanted to then, I just got my second battery warning, and we're at about 23 minutes. We're gonna get out in about 6 minutes more. So I can resize this over to where this one sheeter can then become a full-on brochure. So I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna go. Where am I? Can I go back to the other one? All right, and then I can then resize it. I don't think I will need to resize anything else. So this can go to a brochure. Somebody requesting additional information could then get this plus. Um, and the brochure would then have, you sign up. I'm going to toss a QR code on here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the original one. First thing first, I want to put a QR code on here. So all these graphics that they have got, I'm going to size this up a little bit. I am going to take off one of these images. I'm going to put a QR code on here, QR code there. It's going to ask me for a link. And what am I going to be talking about with this? Is the pop-up packages, I think. So we'll first do the where it is. Where? Let me see. Wait a minute. I changed that. Did I change that? I'm looking. I think I no, that was made to order all occasion gift card vendors and resellers. There we go. Pop up packages. Okay, so I'm gonna take this link, and I am going to make a QR code because you need to put a QR code on everything. On everything. Now, come on, QR. I want my QR code. Now, there we go. See if I can drop it in this image thing that they've got here. No, so I'm going to delete this image here, trash that, and I'm going to take my QR code and put it there. Get rid of that. So the QR code is there at the bottom. And can I color this and match a theme? Let me see. What options do I have? Edit image. If I edit the image, oh, it's got tones. It's got tones. Okay. It says see all. Oh, there we go. I got a blue and gold just like the thing there. Huh? Wait a minute, what happened? Oh, I gotta save it. Wait. Hold on. Edit image. Okay, I want to go back. Did it ask me to prove it or something? Oh, apply. Duh. Okay. Some of the files you're trying to upload are not compatible with Canva. I'm not trying to upload nothing. That ain't mine. All right. So now, work in progress. Are you having fun? I'm having fun. MX through transparent. Grand Rising. Hello there. How are you? Thank you so much for hanging out. We are a work in progress, just podcasting our way through working this morning. I need to create an infographic for, and I can actually put this on the website. My goal this morning is to I have to communicate an opportunity, and so I decided I'm going to do it with an infographic. One is something I will have digitally when I'm in a room full of networking people, and I can just send that to a person. Also, I can print this out because some people still want something tangible in their hands so they can reread it and reread it and reread it as they make the decision. And so what I am doing now is they have got some images on here, and I am trying to see how the images that I have, if I can. Oh yes, it did. It just dropped right on there. I love this whole drag and drop thing. Oh my God, let me tell you, let me tell you. So I am dropping product on this thing here. Let me see what's another one I want to drop. I'm going through some things that I have loaded already, and I will replace them at some point. Oh yeah, this one is a must. This one is a standard, so we need to put it up here or here. Oh shoot, I lost it. Wait, it went into this tiny one. Let's do it there. There we go. Oh, I like this. This is working out. And then I guess logo there. I saw the logo. What I do with it? I want another one. And another one. And another one. hmm And that one, well, that one had a different QR code on there. Let's see. Just getting it done, y'all. Just getting it done. Work in progress. Oh, yes. Drag and drop. All right. Now, where is, there's a short logo there. We'll go with this one. Drop that one in there. You can get rid of this one. So they've got images already on here. I'm just doing a drag and drop from my images. I always love this picture. I am looking so dead into that camera. I love that. I need to, you know what? I need to do that. It's one of those quotable things somebody made, and I need to use that more often. Can I drop that one there? Yes. Yes. Okay, and then we got this one. Oh, these now down at the very bottom, they've got several images that we can do. You know, do you know, do you know? Oh, shoot, I dropped it. Hold on. What are you messing with over there? He think I'm, yeah, my jaw is so conniving. I left a bag sitting over there. He thought I was busy. He thinks I'm busy. He can go get in that bag. And nobody think about him. All right, so now I have all these little tiny images of stuff that I can drop things in. So we're going to do that. Let's go back to the top. All right, we are over. We are a minute over, and I know y'all are ready to go. So this has been another morning of being a work in progress. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me as I am trying to figure out what it is that we need to do in order to get the messaging out. Because at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, and throughout the day, we want to turn followers into customers. And I need to talk. I'm that person. I need to talk this thing out, talk it and say it out loud. And also, one, because somebody's gonna ask, "How'd you do this?" and "How'd you do that?" And if you really want to know how I get it done, this is how I get it done. And all you gotta do is listen and, as they say, pay attention. Pay attention. All right. Um, We'll be back on tomorrow, but also on tomorrow, I may not, and I haven't set a time, so turn your notifications on. I do host a clubhouse on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's called Feed Your Dreams Breakfast with Dryer Buzz. And on Tuesdays, we talk about how we are blazing our trails. On Thursdays, we have a real deep dive think tank, and pretty much like work in progress, we really get to work on trends and trials of things that we are seeing on all these in our industries, with these platforms, with our customers, with our products and different things like that, because everything is ever changing. It doesn't have to change as fast, but things change rapidly because things work rapidly. It's like what's working today, it can be something entirely new tomorrow, or it could be better, or it could be worse. You know, if you want to avoid some of the pitfalls, listen in. If you want to catch some of the trends, listen in. You want to avoid the errors, listen in. And I'm going to end this thing because, like I said, I did get a second battery warning and this thing may cut off. And I want to end it properly, but do follow. There's some links going to be in the description. I will put a thumbnail on this so that you can find it. Make sure that you follow, you subscribe, and so forth. And we'll keep it going. Y'all have yourselves a great day. Thanks for checking it out, listening, and thanks for the great comments. And for the replay viewers, put a comment that you did enjoy the replay. And if you'd like to hear or see something else, like I said, until we decide what the visual of this thing looks like, where I'm going to do this concerted effort, I'm trying to find another space in my space as to where we can actually go visually live on this thing as well. And I didn't want to do it from the soap room, and I don't want to do it here at the office because that's a whole nother thing, trying to get dressed and work. That will push this back even further. And I want to just come on and get it done. All right. So you saw the work, you heard the work that I did as I'm a work in progress. If you're a work in progress too, join me again. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.